Ravage Savages, you certified beauties. It is in the US here with Apex US. We're gonna launch into a serious topic, so I should probably not get your hopes up too much with the hyped up intro. But yeah, Apex and I are gonna be talking about the recent UMG SWAT that kind of caught the news or the Twitter sphere. And yeah, it's a pretty big event that affected us, so we're gonna talk about it.
All right, so UMG is a website where you could play video games, and it's one of the only websites where you could play video games for money. Now, this incident took place over a $1.50 Call of Duty match, and obviously the winning team gets whatever's betted. And these bets could range from like, $1 to whatever. And these two teams were feuding at the end of this game, and each party was threatening to SWAT the other party. Now, swatting is the act of calling a police department and making a false claim that is strong enough for the police department to send the SWAT team their way. And the losing party obviously didn't think that the winning party was going to do this, so he idiotically gave a fake address, but this address was close enough to his location where the swatter or the whoever called in this incident, it was close enough for him to realize that, yeah, this is probably where this guy lives. So this is probably like a neighbor or somebody who lives close to him. And so he gave a fake address to the winning party, and the winning party gave that fake address to somebody who he knew could or had the power to SWAT this fake address. And the claim that was made was that a teenage boy was with his family and he shot his father in the back of the head, and he was holding his mother and two siblings captive in their house. And this was basically just, stupid, teenagers being stupid, and the SWAT team actually came because, why wouldn't you? You've got a man claiming that he's holding people hostage, so you're going to send SWAT over, obviously. And a 25-year-old father was killed at the fake address, so he was an innocent 25-year-old who had kids, and all this was over a $1.50 UMG bet on Call of Duty. And the two players that were in the match were, well, we know one of their ages was 18 because he's not a minor, he's technically an adult, so he turned 18 this month, and the other one was a minor, so they haven't really released a lot of information about him. And the guy who actually called the swatting was also 25, as was the man who also got shot. So two 25-year-olds, a minor, and an 18-year-old were involved. What do you think about that, Infinite?
So it's obviously it's unfortunate, and we never want to see something like that happen in the Call of Duty community. But we personally have seen firsthand how intense competitive Call of Duty is. We would never take it to that extreme, but we can definitely, see that someone who's a little bit angrier than we are, has more to lose apparently. Like if $1.50, when you're super broke, if you have literally no money, $1.50 might be big deal, I guess. And so, maybe that's something worth killing over. We don't personally.
And maybe you never know. Maybe one of them had mental issues. We're not jumping to conclusions. We're just throwing things out there.
Right. He could have been mentally sick, or mentally having legitimate issues and stuff like that. That's been pretty common in today's
society,
world. I guess you keep hearing about all these mentally sick people committing terrorism and other stuff. So obviously, finding someone who's mentally ill doing this wouldn't be too far of a stretch. But it's crazy because obviously the ages are similar to us. So we have a lot of similarities, and we'll cover more of those in the second half. But just so you guys know, we play on these servers, so
we have multiple videos Ravaging UMG servers, Ravage Gaming's first wager on World War II, things like that. You guys can look at our channel and see them.
Our team played a wager, for $1, not $1.50. Apparently that 50 cents is, a little bit more intense. I guess, you know, not trying to make a joke of that. Apparently, you know, like that's more intense. But when you guys play competitive Call of Duty, because obviously we're assuming most of our fan base is just normal Call of Duty fans or Call of Duty players who play it for fun, and you guys probably don't understand when you're playing a competitive Call of Duty match, and the ones we post are the ones where we're not super stressed out. The ones where we are super stressed out, we're just not focused on recording. We're definitely not focused on being funny or making any good videos. Like we post the ones that are a little bit lighter. So yes, it's gonna be the ones where we get pretty easy or pretty big victories.
Like we play Call of Duty.
You know,
yeah, like we play Call of Duty almost like every day. But our main goal is that at the end of the day, just get better. So there's a bunch of casual players that play the game for fun, and they don't realize how serious this competitive side could be. Because as you get higher up and as you get better, you want to show off your skills and maybe like make a name of yourself, because there are pro teams out there, and it is a really good profession to have. To be like, you make a lot of money doing this stuff, and some people really don't like losing. Money
playing video games. Like what kid doesn't want to like make a ton of money playing all the video games they've grown up loving? Like, we personally love Call of Duty, so that's what we're chasing. But at one point I was playing semi-pro Counter-Strike. Like I've been on this video game scene the entire time, and so, you know, obviously it's a goal of ours.
And the thing that makes this really scary is that I am 17 years old, Infinite is 17 years old, I'm 18 in February, and like I said, the 18-year-old that got caught just turned 18 this month, and like that's literally my age. Like
for you, yeah, like for you, you're 2 months out, I'm 8 months out, so
and like
August. But
it's scary because like these young kids have the power to do that, you know what I mean? Get a man killed.
For swatting, all you guys gotta understand, all it takes is you gotta figure out the person's address or take an address.
Nowadays is not hard at all.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit more difficult. To trace someone's IP address is a little bit difficult unless you already have their IP, or if they just straight up give you an address, which it sounds like an address was straight up given.
Yep.
Then you just search that address into Google Maps or whatever, or Apple Maps. You figure out like sort of what country, or not country, obviously.
In this case, state, or like, I don't know, maybe county. I'm not into this.
Yeah, you figure out a county or city, and you just sort of you Google that city, find their police department, and you call that sort of like link, or you just fake a cell phone number to be local, and you just call 911, and it'll get you that. But or even actually nowadays you wouldn't even have to fake your like cell phone local area code. You could just straight up call 911 and say, hey, I moved states or whatever. Give a little BS, but here's what's going down. You know, like
technology is just too strong now.
Technology has made this so much easier, and it's so much scarier to think. You know, we're 17 years old. We're around the age of all this shit, of all the people who are affected by this. And, you know, we're on the age of all the people, like, in this. We're on the same servers as all the people in this. We've even played wagers through the same sort of servers. And, like, it's crazy because...
It's crazy, no, like, one thing is, I've been DDoS before, so that means that some people have obtained my IP address and knocked me offline, which means that this could have, like, I'm not saying it would have been me, but, like, it had the possibility, you know? Could happen to anybody.
And I will neither confirm nor deny, because it's technically illegal, whether or not I've DDoSed people. But wink, wink. But like, because I can't officially confirm nor deny that I have or have not. But you know, it's really not that difficult. There are ways where you just literally plug in someone's IP address to a website, and the website will do it for you. You don't even have to be a coder nowadays. You don't have to be a programmer. You don't have to be any of that. You don't have to have any background knowledge. You just type in Google DDoS app or DDoS whatever, right? And you just run it. And what I mean by DDoS app is DDoS application, computer applications. Not
it's a lot easier than what it used to be. And the thing is, it's been, or this one individual that did get arrested and is in custody now. Like, he's been responsible for DDoSing multiple people and multiple events. Like, the most recent one, the biggest one probably besides this one, was UMG Dallas. He was responsible for placing bomb threats on UMG Dallas, and he's been responsible for planting bomb threats on news stations. So this kid's been, or this, I wouldn't say kid, he's 25, but this person's been putting a lot of people's lives in danger. It's just scary.
Right. And like, this dude is like making bomb threats when he doesn't have the bombs, but this tells me that this guy has a fake or a burner phone that
Or
he's
something.
like, calling all this in with, or he's running a computer application. My guess is if he's tracing IPs, though actually if they get an address he wouldn't be tracing IPs, but you know, like he's using a burner, that's probably most likely, and he's calling in all this stuff, right? But this dude has no regard for other people's safety, has no regard for other people's like well-being, right? Like, he doesn't care. He'll put your life in danger and think it's hilarious. Like, the guy just doesn't care, you know? Like, he had fire departments and stuff called to UMG Dallas, or MLG Dallas, sorry, which actually slowed down the events a lot and delayed a lot of the stuff. But it's just, this guy is grossly irresponsible, right? It's just, it disgusts me how irresponsible this guy is with stuff. Like,
And
you're
then,
25 years old.
Yeah, one thing, Keemstar made a video about this yesterday, but he actually interviewed the guy who called the bomb threat when he was still like a suspect, when they never captured him yet. But he said, he's just like, Keemstar asked him just like, how old are you? He's just like, he didn't say his real age, he didn't say 25, but he said, I'm above 18. He's just like, what would your parents think of this? He's just like, I don't have parents. Like, people have these mental breakdowns, which is like, I don't know, you never know. Anything could really happen nowadays.
This guy just mentally, I feel like, doesn't feel like really any pain or responsibility for what he's doing. Like, he doesn't feel bad about it at all. He has no disregard, or like no apparent disregard to the fact that people are actually in danger. Like the bomb threats, you know, SWAT teams on station, right? Like, people were very much at risk as a result of that. And like, this guy didn't care. This guy didn't care at all. It drives me nuts. And the fact that he's doing bomb threats, he's doing DDoSes, he's doing this and that, and on top of that, he swats people over $1.50, a similar wager that we've been in, and he like actually follows through, swats the opposing team, and the opposing team had given a false address, so someone innocent, completely unrelated to the Call of Duty match, dies as a result of it. Imagine happening. It puts video games in a bad light, and I definitely see some changes to the video game world coming soon as a result of it, and it's gonna really suck for people who just enjoy playing the game, like ourselves, like basically all our followers. And I'm just absolutely shocked, honestly, that this would have happened. So if you guys kind of are understanding where we're coming from, like, we play every single day, we play on the same servers as these people. This could happen to us any day of the week, technically, because I mean, what makes us any different than the other 17-year-olds or minors, I guess, but I'm assuming around roughly our age, who were like, you know what, I'm gonna throw $1.50 up and we're gonna try and make a little bit of extra money tonight. Like, what makes us any different than them? We do that stuff all the time. Like, there's nothing separating us, making us different, making us any less likely to have that happen to us. And it's just, it's terrifying. So, thank you guys for watching this video. I know we probably rambled on a little bit, but you have to understand, this to us is just shocking and terrifying. And, you know, we would never wish this on anybody. Like, so, thank you guys for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, we're gonna try and bring you guys more news stories, but obviously, you know, hopefully a little bit happier ones. But
yeah,
this is just shocking. So thank you guys for watching, and until the next video, peace out. We appreciate the support.
Actually, we're gonna finish this 1v1.
Bro, I had some shitty ass music going on in my headphones right now. Oh my lord.
Hey, viewers are still here. I just ripped that kid off a head glitch.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Easy. Easy. Easy.
Bro, why do I
Easy.
never get into your
All right.
headquarters, bro? I wanna
See you guys
be with
later.
so bad, bro.
Didn't even get to cross.